Hello, this is Nerdland speaking, and I am Nicholas. We will be speaking about today's topic, the Mass Effect 3 DLC ending. And I know people have been saying that, the DLC is better than the original ending. Yes, it is. But really, there's not much difference. It's still, in my opinion, I'm not trying to insult Bioware, but the ending is still, I would say, poor. If you do not get your military readiness up to 100% in the game, and you choose to destroy at the very end, you will still die and you will not live. Which makes no sense considering people saying the indoctrination theory, which I totally believe in the indoctrination theory. It could be correct. But what if we're wrong? And it's just the last ray of hope fans are pulling on to keep this game franchise going. Why couldn't you make an ending where Shepard lives? What is so hard about that? People have spent hours of playing your games. We've loved your games, fell in love with the characters, the story, the modes. We love choosing our own story for the game. But really, you kind of contradicted yourself this time because you've kind of forced us to die, pretty much. There's no ending we wanted. There was nothing left for us. And I love the game, the story, the multiplayer, everything. That's great. But it's just that ending that makes me feel like in all the other players that the ending was so worthless. That makes me feel like I wasted my over 100 hours playing this game and playing multiplayer, countless hours, and spending so much money on your franchise. To be honest, I didn't play Mass Effect 1. I didn't feel like a need for it. I bought Mass Effect 2, and I spent probably about 50 hours in that game. That was probably the best video game I've ever played in my life. So that's a good job, Bioware. But when you made Mass Effect 3, I thought, okay, that'll be really cool. I was excited for it. It looks like fun. I was really hyped up for your game. But when it came out, it was such a disappointment. It was just like, you couldn't have a real conversation. You couldn't recruit any of your old crew, except maybe a few people from maybe Mass Effect 1, like Liara, Ashley, Kaidan. But it felt like they were just there, and you got to see them 1-2 times in the game maybe, and it was felt dead. It just didn't feel right. And if you're wanting to make a new game saying on Twitter, oh yes, Bioware working on a new game for Mass Effect series maybe, how? If people didn't get up to your standards and chosen to get full military readiness and then will take back Earth and then live, to be honest, we don't even know if that's Shepard. There are so many N7 soldiers out there in the galaxy. That could be still on Earth. We don't even know. But people are taking the last straws out of the jar, trying to find one that matches this ending. But if you want to make a new game, it has to be with Shepard. You could not do it with any other character. No one gives a crap, really, about any other character in the game as much as they care about Shepard. And how would you make a new game if there was only one way, and one way only, to let him live? And he could just die. And the Normandy crash lands somewhere and then leaves. And the DLC, which we all were happy about because it was kind of lame that just crash landed and just stayed in some remote planet. And the Mass Effect relays, they're heavily damaged, but we can rebuild it. That I'm glad for. That's a really good job on your part. But if you want to make a new game and keep your fans, because you're losing fans for that second. If you want to keep your fans for your game series, you need to make an ending where it works out in the end. Yeah, maybe, the person you're romance with dies. It will suck for the fans, but we could live with it. But when you give us this one only way maybe some players couldn't even achieve, that's the only way Shepard could live. We don't even know. Like, Shepard could have died there on Earth, lived for 2 seconds, and then died from loss of blood. Because the Normandy leaves the Earth, the entire solar system. They're gone, so they're not coming back for Shepard. And with the indoctrination theory, it's a very well thought of idea that Bioware you made, fans have been raving about. Yes, it's very well constructed and well thought of, but but fans, I'm talking to fans for you right now, why would Bioware spend so much time and so much effort and so much money into this game that they used a theory that maybe only a couple fans believed in? It feels like your old crew from Mass Effect 2 is only there for a little bit, and you get to talk to one last time. I wasn't really up for that. I mean, I was happy, but it wasn't really that flattering. But and a lot of people didn't really know like how to get their military assets up. For me, I didn't know I was supposed to like go do like the whole like scanning around like the whole galaxy and stuff looking for items. What I did was I played the whole story mode to get max, which was 50% for me, and then played online, which got me up to 81%. And Mass Effect wasn't really that clear about, not Mass Effect, sorry, Bioware wasn't really clear about if you wanted to like have Shepard live, you needed all military assets. I downloaded these DLC, and it just didn't seem right. Because Total People fans and I, like all fans, I've probably spent on this game, including DLCs, probably around $100 to $200. I would say more on the ballpark of around $200 to $300 if they bought the games new when it first came out. And with the DLC, yeah, the DLC is cool. The only reason I'd ever do it was because to get Javik. Really, some extra squad mates. That's it. Not because I only care about the story. I just want extra firepower because really you give us a poor selection of our squad. And this whole indoctrination process, or theory, the theory, it's, yes, I understand that Shepard becoming a Reaper. Yes, I believe that's true. I believe in the theory only because there's no other way that this ending could be any worse, and that this is the only like possible ending that could have made sense in some sort of way. And even the theory itself has some flaws. But with this theory, yes, I understand that like Shepard could become a Reaper if he controlled or combined synthetics and organics. But if you destroy, that's Renegade though. And what if you've been building Paragon this whole time? Shouldn't you make a Paragon ending that's good? Like in Mass Effect 2, you could have destroyed the collector base or kept it for servers. There was two choices that you would have made it out okay. It really didn't matter. With this game, there was only one choice you could have made, and it had to be bad. It had to be the bad choice. To be honest, though, I spent my entire game being Paragon because I wanted more assets and whatnot. But when you give me this one choice, you're kind of telling me, okay, player, you either do this or you die. I don't want that. I want to have it my own choice, my own free will. That was the point of the Mass Effect games. You told us that. But if you're giving us one option, what is it then? I'm not playing Halo. I'm not playing Modern Warfare. I'm playing the Mass Effect series, the best game series in the world. But when you give this ending, it tells me that you don't really care about the fans. You only care about getting the job done, getting it out there. You don't care. You just want money, and that's it. You don't really care. And I'm sure you do care. I'm 100% sure you do. That's what it tells me when you made this ending, even with the DLC on top of it. You did hardly any changes. You explained a little bit what the difference was. No one really cares. We want a whole new set of endings. Ones that are entirely different, not like little adjustments, little tweaks. No, we want an ending where the Commander Shepard, or the Fem Shep or the Bro Shep, lives. Even if like, their entire crew dies or whatever. We want an ending where Shepard lives. He makes it off safely. Even if, like, say, the person you're romance with, Liara, Ashley, Tali, Miranda, Jack, even if they die, no big deal, really. It would suck, but we still want to move on. There are so many, like, small choices, like, some choices you can't even make. You should be able to make all of your choices any way you want, as long as you have, minimum amount of Paragon for Renegade. But if you're requiring so much Renegade and so much Paragon, it's not that fun. You're really having to force your character to be bad. I wanted my Shepard to be balanced, but you can't do that in your games. In your games, you have to make him either fully bad or fully good. And that's not how I like it. I liked it where the Mass Effect 1 and 2, where even the Mass Effect 1 and 2 games, really, those two fights, there was a fight with Tali and the fight with Legion. And then there's also a fight with Miranda and Jack. With Miranda and Jack, you had to use Renegade to solve things. But with Tali and Legion, you need to use Paragon. I had full Paragon back then. I didn't have really hardly any Renegade. So I used my Paragon, basically, to break up the fight with Legion and Tali. But when I came to the fight with Jack and Miranda, I couldn't break it up because I didn't have enough Renegade. So Miranda ended up dying, even though I did everything correctly for the guy that it said to have my entire crew survive. On the ground fight, when I was fighting the Human Reaper, when the rest of the team was on the ground fighting, defending, Miranda dies for some reason. So I didn't get the achievement, which I was really upset about, and I lost a squad mate, and it feels kind of pointless. I just think, Bioware, that you really let us down this time. You let me down. You let your fans down. I know there's people out there making videos who are way more popular than NL Nerdland who are saying the ending was okay, you know, whatever. It's because they have like nothing good to say about the game anymore. They just don't care because they got so pissed off. I'm pissed off. I do still care. I just bought the game about a month ago because like I wanted to wait till like the whole selling calmed down and the prices went down, which is a pretty smart idea in my opinion. And you still let us down, really. You didn't really do that much to help the ending. We were thinking, oh, Bioware's gonna make a new ending. But when you told us that, we were like, when you said you were just gonna do like a little showing more detail, it was very disappointing because no one really cares about the detail. We cared about the game, the fans, and you. We cared about you, Bioware. You're probably like one of the best game companies in the world. I am your true fan. I adore Bioware. It's great. I love it. But now you kind of like in a way, to me, it feels like to me, you've like told me like, as if I'm a child saying, go away, just go. We're done. We're done making this game. They don't want you around. Just go. And I want to go stand around and play the cool toys. I want to play with the guns. I want to play with the Mass Effect toys. I don't want to be pushed away like some adult telling me I can't play this. It's not fun anymore. I want to stand there and play this game because I know it's fun, not just because someone's telling me it's not fun. I just believe, Bioware, you let us down, you let me down, you let everybody down. And if you at this point, you can't even make another DLC. You can't just be plain flat out pathetic. You kind of just ruin the game. And if you're making a new game, how? How could you do that, really? No one's gonna play as a new Shepard or something. And like you can't like do what you did with Mass Effect 2, where Shepard like died and not go back to life, because that didn't happen in Mass Effect 1. That happened in the beginning of Mass Effect 2, so it made sense. But if you're planning on doing this, you're killing off Shepard and then having him rebuilt Mass Effect 4, it's boring, and it's like, it was a total letdown, because like, you made pissed off fans, so many fans, you lost so many, now you're like expecting them to come back and be like, oh, look, Shepard comes back, it's all great, woohoo! No, you can't do that. If you're gonna have Shepard die, do it in the beginning of a new game, and then bring him back. Whereas, like, if the choices on the final mission of taking back Earth, yeah, you had the choice of, you know, controlling or combine or destroy. If you chose control or combine, you died. You were gone. There's no bringing you back. You're dissolved. In my opinion, it's indoctrination theory. So you become a Reaper, not Reaper, but a Husk. And with the destroy ending, unless you have your full military assets up, you still died, and it was still pointless, and it was a waste of time. And I feel betrayed by your company that you feel like it feels like you're saying you don't really care anymore. You just want it to be done, over with. We're on a new game saga, whatever. This isn't Dragon Age. This isn't any other game you made. All your other games are nothing compared to the Mass Effect series. It was your best game series, and you let it go to waste. And that's not cool. It's not cool to me, not cool to the other fans. I don't care what the other YouTubers say. They're saying the ending's good. They're wrong. Yes, in my opinion, this was an angry review. I'm sorry, but it was my opinion, and it had to be said. I knew those fans out there who did not like the ending, and I had to speak for them. Because I felt that no one else would have done that. So Bioware, I'm sorry, but you've lost this fan. I will still play your games, but I'll never be the same again about your games anymore. I feel like you've lost my trust. So, yeah, this is Nick from NL Nerdland logging off. And goodbye.
Oh, yeah, get out of there.
I told you, Drew.
It's my turn in the chair.
What are you doing in the chair?
Like, comment, and subscribe, and favorite.
You